I beg, fuck me at the Emirates. Fuck me at the Emirates, because I'll go. You let me know what game you want to go to. Yo, people, what we saying, what we spraying, back again with another stream. And today, I'm just going to be speaking a bit about Eberechi Eze and why I believe that he's someone that is probably very suited to the playing the Arsenal left wing. You know, like, obviously we'll get into it, but we all know that there's been a big kind of debate about whether Eberechi Eze can actually play left wing for Arsenal, and if Arsenal actually do need to go out and buy another left winger. A lot of people are kind of calling for, I guess you could say, quote unquote, superstar left winger. But yeah, before we start talking and getting into any of that, and obviously I'll wrap up at the end, kind of giving my overall thoughts on Eberechi Eze and what he's kind of going to bring to Arsenal. Obviously, with potentially his first start approaching on Sunday against Liverpool at Anfield. But before we get into any of that, just make sure you guys are liking the video. You know, likes are very important. You know, the more you like, the more people that like, the more people that get exposed to the channel that would have never come across it, the more people that get involved in subscribing and become a continued supporter of the channel. So yeah, people, make sure you're liking, make sure you're getting active in the chat, make sure you're giving me your thoughts. And you know what? Actually, before I start talking anything, I will do a poll. So let me start the poll, and the poll is going to be, would you be happy if Eze was our first team left winger? All right, would you be happy if Eze was our first team left winger for the 25-26 season, obviously, but I feel like that's implied because that is what we are talking about. So look, let me just say while I go on to the chat quickly. Big up Kaya USA. Never seen your name before, so you know you must be new to the building. So big up, man. Hopefully you enjoy your time, and hopefully you join many more streams and lock into many more of my videos. Remember, people, you can become a certified Shinobi, you can become a member, you can join the channel, and you can also support by grabbing me a coffee. You lot know how much I love my coffees. Pretty much every time I'm streaming, whether it's my channel or other people's channels, you see me drinking a coffee. The like target for this stream is 75, so just make sure that you guys are hitting that like button. And like Bazza says, smash the likes, people. Big up Bazza, man. Long time, man. Hope you're good. More Arsenal, big up. Man did 2 hours extra training after everyone went home. Swear down. That's cold, you know. Wait, how do you know that, More Arsenal? Has that been widely reported, or do you have a little bit of a insider knowledge? Like, let me know, man, because that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. That's very, very interesting. I love a hard worker, man. Like, I remember this is the kind of stuff that Thierry Henry would do. Like, Thierry Henry was like, yeah, man, I used to, like, Bergkamp used to get in early. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna get in before you. And then, you know, Bergkamp would always leave, and I was like, okay, cool, and then I'm gonna leave after you as well. So, you know, that's the type of mindset that we need from players at Arsenal, man. You got to work hard, you know, grinding, hard work never betrays you. A left winger is incoming soon. Milayo Pierce, another new name, never seen you before. Hope you enjoy your time here, and yeah, let me know, man. Let me know why do you think this? What insider knowledge do you have? And yeah, I mean, also as well, people, feel free throughout the stream to just drop in some names of players that you would like to see come into Arsenal, because I'm pretty sure the large majority of Arsenal fans are happy with the business that we've done. But I do feel that a few of us have this kind of, there has a final piece element, like that one final player that if they come in, everything will change for Arsenal's fortunes. At the start of the window, we all unanimously agreed that we needed an out-and-out winger. Now that we've signed Eze, we've forgotten that. So I guess the only, well, I guess it depends who you are, right? Because I didn't want an out and out winger. I just wanted someone that could play on the left wing that was better than what we currently had. So if you was someone that wanted, I don't know, an out and out winger, touchline winger, then cool. I hear it. And I mean, truth be told, if you are someone that wanted an out and out winger, touchline winger that can, you know, run down the line, get to the byline and that old school stuff, then a lot of people that are calling for Rodrygo to join Arsenal, they're kind of a bit way off the mark because he doesn't even play in that way. So yeah, but I do hear it. I don't think it's that way for good. Do you know what it is? Like, for me specifically, I'm looking at what we currently have in the team and the fact that I know that we're looking to sign Hincapié as well. And now a lot more things are making sense. Even to a degree, the Madueke signing. Like, I know people are not incredibly over the moon with the fact that Madueke is going to be playing the large portion of his games on the left wing. But when he does play on the left wing, he is going to be an out. Like, he's going to be our touchline winger. Effectively, that's how he's going to play because he's naturally left-footed. So I hear it, but when you look at things a bit more holistically, you start seeing where we're kind of going tactically. So, but I do hear it, and I see this Eze is seen as a 10. I know he's seen as a 10, but like, again, it's more how because when you watch Arsenal, like, yeah, it's cool. Your name may start on a certain part of the pitch, but it doesn't mean that's where you're occupying for the whole game, if that makes sense. Like, we are very fluid in how people interchange positions on the pitch. So the fact that Eze knows how to play a variety of positions is probably one of the reasons why we thought he was such a good option to bring into Arsenal as well. But yeah, I do hear it. Big up Luke Renouf. Hope you're good. Big up Hawks. Big up Unruly. Big up Wake and Bake Spud. You get me? It came up on, oh, swear down, came up on your Facebook. Oh, okay. Who reported it though? Who reported it? Let me know. It's all it's making sense. A football, a locker room, but man, it's definitely making sense. Like, a lot of what Arsenal have done this summer transfer window is making sense. Like, when you kind of step back and ignore like who the name is and you look at more so what they can do, a lot of it is actually making sense. So, do you know what I mean? I just feel like, let's be honest, a large portion of our fan base has this thing where they're like incredibly entitled, like very hard to satisfy, never really too happy with what's going on, and always try and find the problem, always trying to find problem. Like, me, I don't like to find problems. I don't like to really talk about problems. I like to well, if there's no solution being provided, like, to me, there's no point raising a problem if you're not also providing a solution, or at least trying to work towards finding a solution. To me, it just, at that point, you're just moaning, innit? You know what I mean? And yeah, man, the Lord don't love a moaner, man. Big up No Layers. I think he will be the left wing because we know Arteta ain't dropping Rice or Erdegaard for him. And yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I wouldn't actually rule out the fact that from time to time, maybe we go into a 4-3-3 and you have Zubimendi at the base, or maybe even you have Declan Rice at the base, and then Eze operates as a left 8. So that is also a possibility as well, especially when you look at the areas he picks up on the pitch. It does make sense. Left wing is a priority for Arsenal. I think it's the final piece now. Like, if we do go and sign someone, it is the final piece. Big up Kyle B. If Szoboszlai starts right back alongside Konate up against Eze and Gyökeres, it's a long day for Liverpool. A very, very long day. And you know what? Sorry, I missed it. Anua Luapo Damile. That's a cold name, but let me know if I butchered it, yeah? Hooks, keep the same energy because on Sunday, you're going to get battered. Trust me. No, man. We're winning that game, man. We're winning that game. We're winning, man. Don't worry, we're winning. All right, 41 people inside. Just make sure you're hitting the like buttons. If there are any mods inside, I don't know if there are or not. If there are any mods inside, just make sure you keep on pushing the Lord's message in it. You know what I mean? We need more people to join the congregation. You get me? We are trying to build a big squad with proper players. We are. There is a big kind of focus on increasing our squad depth and I guess making our squad more malleable. You know, being able to handle different scenarios, different situations that arise throughout a season. You can clearly see that. Big up Hot Pepper Salad. And that's it. What made you make that name? That's an interesting name, Hot Pepper Salad. I do like me some spicy food. Arsenal fan base has the most tacticals because we always used to lose, but now we win. Wait, Arsenal fan base has the most tacticals because we always used to lose, but now we win. I don't understand what you mean, bro. But when you say we have the most, like when you say are you talking about? I think I understand what you're saying. But I don't know if it's that Arsenal have the most tacticals or it's just that because we're supporters of the Premier League and supporters of Arsenal, like on our feeds or our daily content intake, that's what we're experiencing because of that. Like you know, our feeds are very much adjusted to the type of content that we kind of divulge in. So is it more so that? Because I'll be real, if I was for example, if I was a La Liga fan and I supported Real Madrid, like I'm going to see a lot of Real Madrid content. I'm going to see a lot of Real Madrid fans. I'm going to see a lot of people talking about Real Madrid stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to see so much Arsenal and Liverpool and, you know what I mean? I'm going to see more Real Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, Atletico Madrid. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm going to see like content creators that comment on them, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's really that. I don't know if it's that Arsenal have more. I just think that because of the stuff that we intake, we're exposed to more of that. And I mean, if you're a follower of the Premier League, like a big follower of the Premier League, and like for example, on your X. By the way, I'm on X. Make sure you follow me on X. I'm pretty active on there. I do talk quite a lot. There are a lot of people that can attest to that. Your feed is adjusted to what you type in it. So do you get me? We all know how algorithms work. And speaking of algorithms, make sure you're liking the video and make sure once I finish this, you drop a comment under the video because it does help the algorithms. We have a big chance of signing Rodrygo. Just on that, I do think that we do have a big chance, but I only say that because of, like, if you guys saw in the Real Oviedo game, when he got substituted, he was not happy at all. At all. And apparently he's instructed his agents to start looking for another club. So it is a potentiality. Big up Mohammed, no excuse. Arsenal has to win a major trophy this season. I am called you Red Gunner 1 billion per. You're funny. Do you know what the only difference is? It takes me like 7 seasons to spend 1 billion. Certain clubs spend 1 billion in like 2 transfer windows. So I think it's a bit different, innit? Big up Skills. Hawks football is not fair. Dalman was cooking for 30 minutes and had like 30 touches and didn't get a goal. Rio touched the ball once and he scored. Well, do you know what? Yeah. I don't really want to do the comparison thing. Like, cool, Liverpool over there, they got Rio. That's their future shining star. You know, Chelsea over there, they got Esteval. That's their future signing star. Arsenal, we got Wanyeri, we got Dalman. Those are our future signing stars. Miles Lewis Skelly. Like, I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, for me, I'm just big up to Rio for scoring the goal, innit? Like, because that's a big thing. For him to score the winner at St. James's Park at the age of 16, that's massive, and it's only going to help out his confidence, and it's only going to give Slot more faith in him that, okay, in scenarios where I do need to change the game, I can bring on Rio and he will change the game for me. So, but yeah, I do agree with this. Liverpool fans are the most sensitive. Be honest, no, he didn't dive against Leeds. Like, do you know what the thing is? Yeah, people saying that he dived. Yeah, I think must have never played football. Because when someone steps on your toe like that, when you are moving, it hurts. It hurts, man. Like it's a clear foul, as clear as day foul. You get me? Big up Will M. Hooper. Hope you're good, my bro. You see how Szoboszlai pocketed Barnes. That's what he's gonna. No, he's not gonna do that to Eze, bro. Arsenal can never beat Arsenal at Anfield. It's either a draw for Paul or a win. Arsenal can't win at Anfield. Well, Arsenal have won at Anfield before. It's been a long time. Do you know what? We nearly won at Anfield. Was it Xhaka's final season at Arsenal? I think it was Xhaka. Was it Xhaka's final season at Arsenal? And do you remember when we was winning, and then Xhaka was like, I don't know, he decided to rile up the ground. He decided to rile up the ground, and then the Liverpool fans all linked up and then went, no. We're not gonna allow ourselves to. I feel, you know what I mean. But I think Arsenal can definitely beat Liverpool. It's very plausible. Big up H7. You can play anywhere in attack. We've finally got a Maverick, and this is what I am on, man. This is what I am on. You get me? I big up UK 88Q. Morning to the bro. Hawks, good to see you right now. Good to have you inside, bro. Just make sure you man are hitting the like button. You know what I'm saying? Football Mamba, my brother. Hope you're good. Big up Hawks. Big up Cousin Benson. Hooks, I haven't been this excited since Arteta took over. This is the best squad he's had. Our depth is fantastic. He has to deliver this season, and this is the truth. This is the truth. Szoboszlai is not pocketing anyone, bro. He's not pocketing anyone, bro. He's just not pocketing anyone, bro. Why did Liverpool always get crazy injury time minutes when they need a goal? Where did the 11 minutes come from, eh? Aye, big up Andrea Berta though. Big up Nate for that. Hey, Nate. Yeah. Aye, I don't think Liverpool are ready for a certain man that's going to be rolling up to their ground. You know what I mean? So, yeah, owning them, man. Yeah, come on. 22, 23. Yeah. We did bottle it, but I feel like it's only because Xhaka decided to rile up the Liverpool fans. If he just, when we took the lead, if it was just, I think it was 2-0 up. When we took the lead, if it was just like relax and just, you get me, play the game, you know, don't get involved in any heated tackles or anything like that. Just control the game, frustrate them. I think we would have won that game. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? You get me? It's crazy. You get me? The thing is, yeah, it's not even that he's overhyped. Like, I feel like, because obviously we're going to be talking about Eze today, and you know what? I'll move on after this. I got very carried away talking to the chat, but that happens sometimes. It's not so much about his ability. Actually, well, okay, I'm speaking out of turn here. I shouldn't really speak for other Arsenal fans, but for me, it's not really about his ability. Like, yes, he has ability, but for me, it's more about the story as an Arsenal fan. That's what I'm gassed. Like, that's what I'm gassed. Do you get me? Like, he obviously has a deep connection with Arsenal. He's always dreamed of playing for Arsenal again, and he finally achieved that dream. So I think what a lot of Arsenal fans are doing is they're seeing the story, they're feeling away for Eze, and on top of all of that, like, Eze is a very talented footballer, and he's something that we need. You know, we don't really have any Mavericks. We don't really have anyone that picks up the ball and magic just begins. Do you know what I mean? Like, magic just happens. We don't really have that. Like, when you look at other teams, like, for example, if you look at Chelsea, yeah, they got Cole Palmer. Yeah. They got Esteval. Yeah. These are players that they can just pick up the ball, and no matter what the game state is, they can just make something happen. Liverpool, they got well, I know he hasn't started off too well, but they got Wirtz. They got Gakpo. Well, my Dutch brethren won't be too happy. Hakpo. Yeah. They got even though I think he's a bit of a fraud sometimes, they got Mo Salah. He's got that in his locker as well. Now they got Ekatike. They got loads of players on the pitch that they can just pick up the ball, and they don't really need to connect with anyone. They can kind of make something happen themselves. Even to a degree, Manchester United have it in like Mbumo and Cunha. They can both do that. Ahmad, they can do that. Like, I know Saka's inevitable, but Saka's like, it's come to the point with Saka now where it's hard for him to be a maverick because he's always locked out of the game. Like it's always like the opposition's team's like biggest focus to lock down Saka. A lot of other teams their players don't have to deal with that. And on top of all of that, like when you look at Erdegaard and the way that Erdegaard plays and where our balance kind of goes a bit off and where Eze actually helps playing left wing is he tends to drift over to the right a lot. So thus bringing more players over with him. You get me? Bringing more players over with him, which then makes it harder for Saka. Do you get me? Why are people complaining about 11 minutes? What if Newcastle got the late goal? Then Liverpool fans would be complaining about the 11 minutes, no? It's kind of what would have happened, isn't it? Hello, you're being too nice, Hawks. Tell him to shut up. Hey, I'm trying to. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to be. You get me? Do you know what I mean? Where is Norgard? Norgard, he's injured, but I think he'll be back soon, though. I don't think it's a big injury. So, all right. So let's start talking about Eze. Yeah. So, cool. Eze. So basically, what I'm gonna do is, yeah, I'm gonna look at Eze's heat maps, yeah, because I saw this very interesting image, yeah. Sorry, let me share my screen. So for all the people that are saying that Eze cannot play left wing, yeah, this is Eze's heat map from last season, yeah, and as you can see, very clearly see, yeah, a lot of the positions that he's occupying during the game, and this is across the whole of last season, a lot of the positions that he's occupying during the game are on the left-hand side of the pitch. Yeah. You can see there's a little bit of red heat, you know, the sun's getting a bit hot in the middle of the box, which is also good for Arsenal because we do need more people that are entering the box. Because the more people that are entering the box more often, the higher the chances are that somebody will put the ball in the back of the net. You know, 1 + 1 = 2. You do see a tiny bit of heat on the I would say the upper left part of the pitch, but as you can see, he doesn't really go to the byline much. But to me, like that's not what I require from a left-hand sided player that is right-footed. Do you know what I mean? It's just like equally on the right-hand side. I don't really expect Bukayo Saka to go to the byline too much because he's a right-hand sided left-footed player. So more often than not, I expect him to cut in, and that's usually what happens. He cuts in and he will either try and cross the ball to the back post, or from time to time he will shoot, right? Or he will pass it off to somebody else. And this is effectively what I expect Eberechi Eze to be doing from the left wing. And this is what I actually want from a left winger. Like, well, me personally, what I want from a left winger, innit? Because I'm more about, you know, people beating their players and driving into the box. I'm less so about people running to the byline and whipping the ball into the box, especially when you consider as well. And I do know that Gyökeres did score his first goal for Arsenal in pre-season with a header, but even then, that wasn't even across from the byline. Like it was from this area here from Zubamendi, in it. So we don't really have a striker that thrives from crosses into the box, at least aerial crosses into the box. He more thrives from picking up the ball in central areas, or the ball being threaded in and he's running off the shoulder in central areas, which again, Eze is a creative player. Eze has the eye. So him coming inside and then acknowledging those runs that he's making, he's going to be able to find Victor Gyökeres. So look, the areas that he's picking up on the pitch, yeah, is clear. He's clearly not playing like, I guess you could say, a quote unquote generic 10 role. Because if he was, a lot of this red that you're seeing on the left, you would see it more around this area. Actually, I'm saying this, I don't actually know if you guys can see my mouse. Can you guys actually see my mouse? Can you guys I don't know if you got, I'm bare saying over here and you man might not even be able to see my mouse. So if you guys can't see my mouse, then that's my bad. But yeah, like Dre, you man can't see my mouse. I'm bare to, that's so dead. I'm bare all doing things on the screen and you man can't even see the mouse. That's a L. All right, cool. So basically, where you can see all of this red on the left-hand side, yeah, if he was a natural 10, you would see it more in like a rectangle just outside of the penalty box. If you know what I mean. My bad. Yeah, do you know what it is? I was just like, because I'm looking at my screen and I see it, but I'm like, I'm not actually sharing my screen. I'm sharing a page, so maybe you guys can't see it. Nah, and I'm not a tactical, but like I like talking about, sometimes I like talking about football in this way. And I feel like sometimes you just have to talk about football in this way. It's a lot more fun than Saka Arteta. Arteta has to win trophies this year. If it doesn't win trophies, Saka Arteta. Arsenal shit today. Arsenal didn't score. I didn't score no goals. Arsenal shit today. When Arsenal scored today, making shit. Sack the manager. Dead. Can you compare his heat map with? Well, do you know what? Yeah, funny that you say that. Yeah, Dre. Funny that you say that. Yeah, because I don't have his heat map, but what I can show you, yeah, is where is it? So I was looking at his scouting report, yeah, and only just briefly, yeah. I was looking at because I was thinking about what I was going to talk about, because in reality, like, there's not too much Arsenal news at the moment in it. So I was thinking, what can I talk about today? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to continue to hype up Eze in it and talk about Eze, because Eze's my brother in it. You know what I'm saying? So here's Eberechi Eze scouting report, yeah. Again, this is why I think like he's going to be a real maverick for us, especially on that left-hand side, yeah. So he's in the 74th percentile, yeah, when it comes to non-penalty XG, yeah. But he can take penalties. But penalties is fine for Arsenal because Arsenal have Victor Gyökeres. He's going to be taking all the penalties in it. He's in the 91st percentile for shots totals, which means he's someone that's direct. He's someone that likes to take chances, which is what we need, because a lot of Arsenal fans, me myself included, have complained a lot about how, at least for the last few years, we've done that death by a million passes, and there's like times where really and truly we should just be shooting. So it's good to have someone that is high in shots totals. He's in the 81st percentile for assists. Again, that's good for a left-hand sided creative player. And shot creating actions, he's in the 80th percentile. Yeah. Something that's also very good for a left winger in our case, but a left-hand sided attacking player, is successful take-ons. He's in the 85th percentile for successful take-ons. That is amazing. That's actually amazing. So there's only 15% of players that have more successful take-ons than him. And if I'm correct, yeah, this is in the last 365 days. So this is over the course of a year. But why I brought this up here is because players that are similar to Eze, attacking mid-wingers, is, look, Mateus Cunha, cool. Left-hand-sided attacking player. Nicolas Paz, same. I can't, off the top of my head, don't know too much about Miller or Blas, but Bukayo Saka. And this is what I mean, yeah, when I think the fan base needs to calm down a bit about Eze playing left wing, is because Eze will play left wing pretty much identically to how Saka plays right wing. That's pretty much, like, when you're watching the game, that's how it's going to look. Like, that's how it's going to operate. Like, you're going to see Eze playing pretty much identically to... We're basically going to have Saka on the left. The only difference is, I think that Eze will score more than Saka. Because I think he's just, like... He's more... I don't know. To me, he's just more dangerous. And again, yeah, H7. I do feel like he has a bit more finesse than Saka. He's more techie on the ball than Saka. Do you know what? He's like very... Do you know what? Yeah, very similar to Gabriel Jesus from a ball playing perspective. but obviously he's a bigger frame, he's taller, he's faster, he's a bit stronger, but similar. Crystal Palace will go for Blaz now to replace Eze. I can see they've brought in Jeremy Pino though. They have brought in Jeremy Pino. He the way he drives into middles and takes out players, good snapshot with finesse. I don't want to see Saka for 6 low. And look, that's another thing as well. Eze coming in, it kind of takes a lot of the responsibility and pressure off of Saka, because now you got Eze that can do it on the other side. But look, Fermin Lopez again. You know what I mean? Pulisic, allow me. But look, Leandro Trossard. So Leandro Trossard is a player that over the last 365 days, he's been he has a comparison to. And we all know how Leandro Trossard plays. Do you know when did Leandro Trossard last? What's the off the top of my head? I can't remember. What's the? Does anyone in the chat remember the last game that Leandro Trossard started for Arsenal? Does anyone remember? I don't remember off the top of my head. If anyone in the chat can remind me of the last game that Leandro Trossard started for Arsenal, then I can bring up his heat map. Please let this news breathe, man. Igal already calling us the best squad. You doing this glazing even before he kicks the ball. You are forgetting one key point. We have been hard at the hell. Do you know that's crazy, you know. Do you know what it is though, yeah, Wesley? Yeah. Like for me, it's not really a gassing thing or glazing. Like I've always been a fan of Eze. Like, and even if Eze didn't join Arsenal this season, I still would have been a fan of Eze. So like for me, I don't know about other people, but for me personally, I like Eze as a player. So now we're kind of going into the realms of like, are people allowed to like players? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I always grew up like looking at players like and just admiring what they did playing the game of football, like Ronaldinho, R9, Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp. You get me, Perez, David Ginola. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I've always just watched football and admired like different play. Jack Wilshere, Zidane, Pirlo, Cantona, one of my favorite players of all time, Francesco Totti. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've always just like I've liked watching football. I actually really like just watching football. Like that's why sometimes it's hard for me to talk about like football after games, because like I just get so engrossed in like watching the game that I'm not even really thinking about what's happening. Like I'm like watching the moment, and that's something that I'm trying to learn to do more of, is like when I'm watching the game, not get too into the moment, and actually when I'm on the TV, like look around at like what's happening on the pitch, because I get so engrossed in the moment that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But obviously, I was looking at the Eze heat maps. The Eze heat maps was talking a bit about it, Eze, and where I envisage Eze kind of playing and operating and all that stuff. But I did touch upon it briefly earlier in the introduction when I was talking with the chat, yeah. And that's about the Rodrygo thing, yeah. So obviously, there's a big kind of like everyone saying, "Oh, Rodrygo should play left wing, Rodrygo," and oh, Eze can't play left wing. Eze could never be a left winger for Arsenal. Cool. So the next thing I'm going to show is, wait, share my screen. There we go. So this is the heat map for Rodrygo. Yeah. on the right and on the left, it is pretty much exactly identical to what Eze's heat map was on the left. He doesn't really go to the byline either. Doesn't really go to the byline, especially when he's played on the left. He gets a tiny bit higher to the by. Look, more of it is box entry. Do you know what I mean? Like, he more so, like, I'm going mad. I'm doing it again. I'm sorry. I'm going mad. I'm doing it again. I'm trying to describe. I'm moving my mouse, trying to describe, and I'm going mad. I just remembered you man can't see the mouse. So, all right, cool. I need to figure out, one day I'll figure out a way for you guys to see my mouse on the screen. But until then, you're going to have to allow me. So look, so now I'm not saying don't go and sign Rodrygo. I'm not saying that, because if deadline day, if I see Rodrygo, I'm going mad. Yeah. But what I'm saying is we like Arsenal fans, more specifically Arsenal fans, have to stop using Rodrygo as some sort of counter argument, yeah, to Arsenal not being able to play Eze on the left wing, because as you can see, they occupy the exact same spaces on the pitch when they play on the left-hand side. The only difference, and as you can see here, just entering the box from the left and from the right, that's the only difference. That's the only time you're seeing more heat is in those areas. But outside of the box, exactly the same. So if Eze can't do it, you have to be honest and admit that Rodrygo can't do it either. Do you get me? Yeah, Jesus is very techie. Very, very techie. Very, very techie. Very, very techie. By the way, there's 86 people inside. I just hope that you guys are remembering that the like target is 75, innit? And if you don't know what the like looks like, it's like, imagine it looks like this, yeah? The only difference is it's defo not this tone, and there's defo not a tattoo there. It's the only difference. Make sure you're hitting it, man. It really does help. You know what I'm saying? You know, Arteta shared a locker room with Ronaldinho and JJ Okocha, and him being the Martinelli level talent in that squad pushed him to hating elegant football to this robotic style of play. I hear it, man. I hear it, man. Racist. Hey, well, he's already in racist Spain, so then I don't think there's too much of a. I don't think there's too. If anything, Spain might be a bit more racist. So I don't think that really. I don't think that really. Oh, whoa! I don't think it really. I don't think you can really. Yeah, I don't think you can really. You know what I mean? I got it in 2024. Wait, we're 2025. Yeah, I think I got it early 2024, I believe. Yeah, early 2024. And basically, I don't know if you can see it, but like, so basically, the two kind of emojis, it's like, it's from one of my friends, like kind of one of his creative directions he's going, and like, he just needs to start doing more for it. And he, as you can see, it says live your truth, but the Y is the yen currency in it. So you get me. I love how it's all conspiracies with bottom gooners and only glaze from Arteta sexuals. Yeah, and then do you know what? And I'm like, me personally, this is why I say, yeah, I'm not a directional gooner. Do you know what I mean? I'm not an up gooner, not a down gooner, not a left gooner, not a right gooner, not a diagonal gooner, horizontal gooner, vertical gooner. Do you get me? Not a top gooner, bottom gooner. You know what I mean? I'm just an Arsenal fan, and I just love Arsenal. You know what I mean? And I love talking about Arsenal as well. So yeah, all of these, like Jay, all of these, like, you get me, YouTube, internet buzzwords and all that, like, they just over the head. To get me, just go over the head, really and truly, all the time, over the head. Like, I don't really care about any of it, to be fair. Like, I hear it a lot, but I just don't really care about it, to be fair. Top Gooners over the last few seasons get on Trossard's back when he starts, and he has a stinker. He's better. Yeah, he's definitely better off the bench, but he's definitely not good enough to start. Either way, Rodrygo needs to let go for his own. He does need to let go. Nah, it's cool, man. It's cool, man, Kingsley. It's cool, Kingsley, man. As long as you hit the like button and you enjoy the show, that's all that matters, man. Yeah, Arsenal supporter, period. I'm an Arsenal fan. Like, all of this other stuff is nonsense, isn't it? So look, I hope that this image here clearly portrays that whatever Arsenal fans think that Eze is not, Rodrygo is also not that. Do you get me? Rodrygo is also not that. So yeah, I don't know, man. People, let me know your thoughts on that. 'Cause I don't know if this is common knowledge. I don't know if people actually like look enough into. I don't know if people look enough into like football to like know that these are the actual areas that Rodrygo picks up on the pitch, and these are the areas that Eze picks up on the pitch. Because it works in the reverse, right? Because everyone, when they speak about Eze, they just go, he's a 10, he's a 10, he's a 10. Completely ignore, do you know what? Completely ignoring the fact, yeah? Wait, where is it? So wait, sorry, let me share my screen again. So completely forgetting that Crystal Palace plays in a 3-4-3. So because Crystal Palace plays in a 3-4-3, that means he's naturally a left-sided player. Do you know what I mean? And the only real difference, yeah, is that because they have a wing back, the wing back does all the running up and down the pitch. We don't have a wing back. Do you get me? That's the only difference. We don't have a wing back. It's literally the only difference. We don't play with a wing back. So when you're looking at the formation on the screen, you're going, cool. It doesn't make sense. But the thing is, yeah, and you know what? I'll tie a bit of this into it, yeah. So pivoting back to Eze, yeah, and how it kind of works at Arsenal, yeah. Sorry, just doing the timestamp. Or at least I say how it works at Arsenal, how I think it works at Arsenal, more so why I think it will work at Arsenal as well. So as you can, yeah, I hear that. I hear the one in Rodrygo because I want Rodrygo. I hear that. But so if you look at Arsenal, yeah. So when and this is where I think sometimes our imbalance on the left. Oh, now you can see them. That's funny. Where our imbalance comes from the left is because we do things like play Miles Lewis-Skelly and play Martinelli at the same time. And Martinelli is someone who he's better when he comes into central areas, but Miles Lewis-Skelly is someone that inverts, which means you're now forcing Martinelli to play high and wide, but because Declan Rice isn't someone that connects the game in the same way that Ødegaard does, you've now basically got Martinelli sitting on an island and you've got Miles Lewis-Skelly coming into the center, and it's like, well, Martinelli, in all fairness, you might as well just not be playing. In all honesty, you just might as well not be playing. But Arsenal, and this is how I envisage it, because obviously I don't know if we'll sign Hincapié before the game against Liverpool. If we might. There's every potentiality, but even if we do sign him before that game, the likelihood of him playing, I don't know, because I don't know how Arteta is when it comes to like, or how he will be when it comes to playing players that have just signed in it, especially considering I feel like Calafiori started off the season really well. So sorry, I'm just setting something up. So 4-2-3-1. All right, cool. So let me share the screen. I'll share the screen again, yeah. So cool. Now, all right, cool. I'll just do a lot. So obviously Raya in goal. Boom. Then Timber. Boom. Saliba. Boom. Gabriel. I think it's good to have some sort of visual to kind of, so you can, because obviously listening to me, you can kind of visualize, but I think having a visual kind of representation that you can see while I'm talking about it will probably help explain my point a lot better for you in the live, and definitely for the people that aren't watching live, because I feel like there's a lot of context that you miss when you're not watching live and you're just watching back on playback. So all of you that are watching back on playback, this is the point where if you haven't already, you like the video. And the 84 of you that are sitting in the stream right now, if you haven't liked the video, you're going mad. It's time to like the video. You get what I'm saying? So Rice, Erdegaard, and I know people, a lot of you want Eze to be there. I hear it. I do hear it. But we're trying to explain things here, innit? So Gyökeres, cool. And then Eze. What? They still think he plays for Palace? They don't know. They don't know. All right, cool. So obviously when I shared the Crystal Palace, you could see they're in a 3-4-3. More often than not, this is what we're going to play this season. We're gonna a double pivot of Rice and Zubimendi, and then a front four of Saka, Erdegaard, Eze, and Gyökeres. Unless we go and make another signing, this is kind of what it's gonna be. Low, you forgot to put Flashboy in the team. He's funny. All right, cool. So the issue, the issue that we have currently, and this could happen with Eze as well. So this is why I think it's going to be, this is why I think we're signing Hincapié, is because if you put Miles, so if you put Skelly here, this is what's going to happen, So obviously Erdegaard's going to be drifting over here like he usually does, taking up all of Saka's space. Rice is going to come here and operate like, because he's just up and down like this all the time, up and down like this in this area here, up and down, up and down, up and down, innit? And what that means is because Skelly does this, he comes in here, Eze, he can't go here. There's no room for him to go here, and this is what's happened to Martinelli a lot. There's no room tactically. There's no room for him to go here. So what he will have to do, and what Martinelli has had to do, is do this. But when he does this, it's not really helpful, because the game for Arsenal is always happening over here. Always happening over here. Always. The whole time it's always happening over this side, because Erdegaard is our quote-unquote most creative player. So, and Bukayo Saka is our best player. So, and Saka's on the right. So this is where the game kind of always operates. And it's like, maybe we find the switch when Martinelli's in space. And the same thing can happen with Eze if Miles Lewis-Skelly is playing. Which is why if Miles Lewis-Skelly is playing, we have to play Madueke on the left, unless we go and get a new left winger, because Madueke is naturally left-footed. So when he gets the ball, he doesn't need people to be with him. He can just run to the byline, whip it in. Do you get me? He doesn't need to connect with anyone. He can just run to the line, beat his man, whip it in, cut it back. All he needs to do, innit? So now, is there a reset button? Is there not a reset button? Wait, let me see. Change it. Wait, change it. 4v3. It's all gone mad. Okay, I have to do it manually. That's fine. Okay, we're back. Wait. You man. Miles Lewis-Skelly has vanished. There we go. All right, cool. That was funny. All right, cool. So here's where Eze works on the left, for Arsenal in this setup, is when you remove Skelly. So you remove Skelly, and then you bring Calafiori, Now, Calafiori, what Calafiori will do is he will allow Eze to do this. Even if the game moves like this and Declan Rice is still doing his up and down thing, Gyökeres will probably come more over to this side, and then Eze will come in, and then Zubimendi will probably occupy at the base, and then Calafiori will bomb. Calafiori will be doing the running up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, The only thing about Calafiori, yeah, is he can overlap. The only thing about it's the only thing about Calafiori. Yes, he can overlap. Yeah, he can invert as well. But if you're watching, more often than not, what Calafiori likes to do, yeah, is he likes to. So just move things around. He likes to do this. This is where he likes to come to. Effectively, he likes to run in an underlap and effectively become sort of like a secondary striker / attacking midfielder. It's really weird. Like, off the top of my head, I can't really recall a person playing left back that likes to do that. Yeah, mad unique. It's weird. Like, it's really weird. Like, weird in a good way, but I just never would have thought that a left back or someone playing left back would do. Like, don't get me wrong, usually, at least for Arsenal, you've always seen a left back like come into the middle. Pause. Do you know what I mean? But all of this stuff here is crazy. It's mad unique, mad interesting, and why I've always given Calafiori the bly on when he gets here running back. When he runs back, it's mad. When he runs back, it's crazy. It's so crazy when he runs back. Well, for that to happen, you guys got to like the video, more exposure, all of that good stuff. Yeah. This is the thing. Calafiori, he can get cooked defensively, and he can get exposed. By the way, Beans and Toast, I can't believe you haven't got your badge back, but I hear it. With the cheese on. I see you got the cheese on top now. Yeah. Change the picture. See, I remember the old picture. So I'm saying I'm loyal to the soil. You know what I'm saying? Big up, Jay. Yeah. Big up Joe, man. Yeah, Arteta has said sign Calafiori because he's got personality. You see? Yeah. And do you know what? Maybe it's his personality that makes him voyage from left back all the way to here. Yeah. Cool. So now the final thing I'm going to display, and hopefully I can switch to the 4-3-3 and then go back to the 4-2-3-1. Yeah. Again, Calafiori's a bit lost, but he likes to be here anyway, so it's fine. This is where Eze at left wing works perfectly, and I would even go as far to say we don't need to go and sign another left winger, yeah? Is this, yeah? Because you lot must not know, yeah? You see Hincapié, yeah? If this brother is playing left back for Arsenal, Eze can be here all the time. All the time. So what Hincapié will allow, and obviously Declan Rice will still, he wants to move around from time to time and all of that stuff, yeah? Hincapié, so you see this, yeah? The need complete chaos on that left-hand side. Hincapié brings you that. Man said, you show me Hincapié is safe. I like the stream. Heads gone low. Look, Hincapié likes to be here. He's all up and down. This are all moving up and down, up and down. Oh, look, all the way. Yeah, all of this. I don't want to come here. I don't want to be 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 here. I want to be here. This is where I want to be. I want to be here. To get me. And his delivery is great. So basically, Hincapié playing, I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, if this is what happens. You see Arsenal. Well, okay, so this will kind of happen, right? This is what will. When we have the ball, don't be surprised if this is not what it looks like. And this here, tactically, is the final piece of the puzzle for Arsenal. The final piece of the puzzle for Arsenal. Because there's no gaps here. Do you know what? Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, do you know what? In the chat? Yeah, hello, big up D, man. I can't believe I'm not on stream and got no link. I don't know. You just stopped shouting me in the morning, so I thought you weren't on this morning thing. But you get me. We can reconvene. I said, hello, J Spurs. Don't worry, we started in a second to talk about the replacements, and I will send you guys over there. I'm gonna wrap up soon, innit? You get me? I will stay. I will be sending you man over there. So I don't know if I just said this, but in the chat, people, I need you to let me know, where is the weakness? Look at that midfield. Amorim could never. I need to know the weakness. I actually need to know the weakness. What's the weakness? In this, what you're seeing on screen right now, what is the actual weakness? I think this is pretty much perfect. This is pretty much perfection. Yeah, on the ball. This is definitely on the ball formation. And Hincapié allows this. Hincapié allows this. Obviously, this is not how we would set up at the start of the game, but on the ball, this is definitely how we're setting up. Where's the weakness? I don't know where the weakness. I big up Tooth Fairy. Obviously, sometimes you can put Havertz, it becomes a. Do you get me? It becomes like a. You can switch people out in and out however you so wish, innit? I hear it. 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 I'll be real. The only problem is spaces Rice and Eze take up on the pitch can be similar, but it should work. I hear that, but I think that Rice will stop taking up those positions as frequently once Hincapié comes in and we start playing in this way. Grimaldo would have been better than Hincapié, a real baller, and Kamenta, Skelly, etc. But I still think Hincapié. The thing that I like about Hincapié, is he's a baller, but he's got that South American fight crunch, man. He will crunch you. Like, you don't play no games. You don't play no games. Like, where do you think you're going with the ball? Crunch. You know what I'm saying? So, like, look, obviously, those of you that have been here from the beginning, like, I hope to some degree you now kind of understand why I think Eze works on the left wing. Do you get me? In my opinion, left-hand side, left wing, why I think it works. And I hope I got my point across to some degree throughout the stream. Obviously, you man that weren't tuned in from the beginning, you get me, just check it out. You know, go back and watch it. Let me know what you think. Obviously, you know, we're trying to get more activity, more engagement on the channel. So after this video, just like post your opinions under the comments, you know, because people might look into the video and see the comments and be like, oh, they're asking some interesting questions. Let me check out the video so I can get involved. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't rule that out. So once this stream ends, just make sure that you're dropping a comment in the comment section with your opinions. Obviously, I may not get back right away, but I'm trying to get into the motion of regularly checking my comments and getting as involved in them as possible. So I will talk with you in the comments. So also equally, you can follow me on socials, and I am very active on, like, it. If you want to talk to me, I am probably the most active on X. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, so thanks for stopping by. You know, if you can on the way out, just like the video. Yeah, it does help a lot. 75 was the like target. I don't think we hit that like target, but hopefully on the way out, you nice, kind people can do that for me. Make sure you're subscribing. Obviously, we're on our way to 8K now. We recently went past 7,100. So, you know what I mean? Let's just keep the momentum up. Big up to all the new people that have jumped in as well. I've noticed a lot of new faces. So big you guys up as well. And as you just heard a minute ago, I will be sending you over to Do Rag Diaries now. So go to his stream, show him some love, Hooks Raid, all of that. Like up the video. And yeah, I'll catch you. I'll be on at 11, well, I should be. I messaged him. I need to check to see if he's messaged me back. I'll be going 11:30 with the weekly show with Wolfie, Nottingham Forest fan. So yeah, tune into that. Catch you later. Peace.